Welcome, third graders, to our quarter two, week two online learning. This week, we're going to focus on collage again, but we're going to think about digital collage. And as you probably remember from last week, our focus is still personal expression. So we're going to learn more about how artists develop their own creative ideas in using their personal expression. I want you to think about what behaviors support creative and innovative thinking. We thought about this a lot at the beginning of the year. Some of you thought that your imagination supports your creativity, and some of you thought that maybe being in a fun space that you like supports your creativity. Some of you said that being outside supports your creativity, having new ideas, having time to work. So I want you to kind of think about that. And I really want us to focus on play for this digital collage that we're going to make, because you really want to experiment and play. Sometimes you might not have an end result in mind, and that's okay, because that's what play is all about, where you don't have, a determined end result. You're just kind of playing, experimenting, and having fun. So our big idea is that creativity is an essential life skill that can be developed. So all the things you do in art can be used in other areas in your life, even if you don't end up being a professional artist. That's what's art's so important. So collage is a way that artists take different imagery and they assemble it all together on one piece of paper. We did collage using cardboard cutouts, remember, in snack packs and cardboard boxes and magazines last week for fruit still lifes. This week, you're going to use digital collage. So that's when an artist's uses a tool such as maybe a computer, a Chromebook like you have, or a graphic design program to start assembling different images into one piece of artwork. So our goal this week is to create a digital fruit collage using Google Drawings. And in these last slides, you've kind of seen here's a big collage right up here. You see the artist overlaps objects, and the artist has rotated objects and turned objects. And we're going to do exactly that, but we're going to still focus on our idea of fruit. But you can kind of take fruit to the next level and really be creative with it. I want everybody's artwork to look really different. So I'm going to go into my assignment just like I'm a student here. I'm in third grade Eisenhower artwork, and I'm going to go to Classwork right here. And remember, we go down to online learning, quarter two, week two, that's us. I'm going to open it up, and I have created for you a Google Drawing. So I'm going to click on that Google Drawing assignment right there when I go into the assignment. When I get into the assignment, I see, oh my gosh, there's all of these fruit pieces. And you can just click and drag to move the fruit pieces around. Now, you don't have to use all of these fruit pieces, but I thought it would be fun to have some pieces for you ready to use that are already cut out, and they don't have a background. Isn't that nice? These are called PNG images because there's no background. The background is empty. So here I am in Google Drawings. The first thing I want to do is probably make a background. I could make it white or any type of color. So to make my background, I am going to make a shape. Can you see that? I clicked on the shapes and I held the shapes down, and I'm going to make a rectangle square shape. I'm going to make it exactly the size of my board right here. Can you see that? I'm going to go right here and make my rectangle shape exactly the size of my artboard. So there's my shape. When I go up here, it says fill color. Now, I would like to make my color a different color. So I think I'm going to go into custom, and then I can make my color a whole totally kind of different color. I could think about maybe using a blue. Maybe I will put a blue down. Okay, so I've got this blue fill color. Now you can also do gradients. Isn't that neat? So I could do like a gradient that has different values. Can you see how it's lighter in the middle and darker on the outside? But I think for now, I might just go, maybe I'll just go with, I'll go with this gradient color. Okay, so now I can start pulling in my shapes. Now, did you see that shape just went behind my background? I'm going to undo that, hitting Control Z, And what I need to do is right click my background, and now I say order and I send it to back. And hopefully now I can put my strawberry, and see there, my strawberry exists on top. Okay. So if I want, I can hold down my image and adjust it to make it bigger or smaller. That's pretty cool. I can also hit edit, and I can say copy. And then I just copied. I can say edit copy, and then I can say edit paste. And then I can make a copy of my strawberry. So now I can have like 2 strawberries, and I could start moving these strawberries around. Look at me moving them around to make some composition. This does not have to be realistic. This could be really fun, and any type of kind of ideas that you want to do. So really try to scale. Can you see how I'm scaling my artwork up and down? I'm making it bigger and smaller. And then I can also do Control C and Control V, and I can change the sizes of my fruit. And then down here, there's a little toggle where you can rotate your fruit. So I don't know. I'm going to just play with this. I love strawberries. When I was a kid, strawberries were my favorite fruit and food. I just loved them. They've always been my favorite. So I can even make some bigger, some smaller. I'm kind of using things I like. If you want to put a new piece of fruit in here, oh my goodness, you totally could do that. Maybe I could bring even an apple in and put that in the center here. Oh, I can't see my apple. Oh no. So now I need to right click on my lemon, and I need to say order. Do you remember? And then I need to say send it backwards. And then I got to click on it again and say order, send backwards. And it should, it's not really moving, is it? Let's try to bring this apple forward. I'm going to say bring to front. Now maybe my apple, lovely. Now my apple's in front of my lemon. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I want to move both of these objects back into the middle. So look at me. I'm going to hold down, clicking on the right, and then I'm going to drag my little selection line over my apple or my lemon in my apple. And look, I selected both of them. Oh, I accidentally selected the background at the same time. I'm going to hold shift and select my lemon and my apple. And then I'm going to try that. Isn't that nice? I can also use my arrow keys. Now I'm using my arrow keys to do it up and down and back and forth. Okay. So here I go. I got this apple. I like that. I've got my apple inside of the lemon. I think that's kind of cool. You know, I could even make this lemon look way bigger. I don't know. You know, you can just this is something you really want to play with. I could also start to add more shapes into here. I haven't even used these little guys. Maybe these guys go edit. Remember, I got to change the order, bring to front. If I want these guys in front, I got to bring them in front, right? So this collage can take quite a while, right? You can make a lot of different copies of the same fruit pieces. You can manipulate them, move them around, make a really cool piece of artwork that's really uniquely you. Put the things that you really like in your artwork in there. Maybe we're just going to add so much stuff that we're going to turn these objects into new things that people are going to be kind of have to really look at again. Oh my gosh, I really like how that's there. So guess what? I like how this is assembled, how the grapefruit's right on top of the orange. I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to do Control C and Control V. And I'm going to make a bunch of different copies of those because I think those are super cool. I like what I did there. So then now I don't have to do the same work over and over again, right? Of putting that grapefruit on there. Now I just totally have it. Isn't that cool? So now I got to remember to select both things though. You can though hold shift and put them together, and I do believe you can group them right there. You can group it. Now, look at that. I don't even have to select both of them, but they just both move together because I made them one image together. I grouped them together. It's kind of if I glued it, but I didn't really have glue. Okay? So you could use this idea of repeating stuff and keep them together. Let's see. Shift, I'm gonna right click that one. I'll show you, I'm gonna group it again. So then I moved this guy around here. But just play with collage. Collage is something you're really gonna play with. Maybe I have tons of these little oranges or the grapefruit and the strawberries all together. They don't have to be like concentric, moving around the same shape. They could be so many different unique things. Okay, so I'm gonna move all this around. I'm going to put that back and just really have fun with this. Look at this artwork is turning into something so much more than just a couple pieces of fruit on the side. If I don't like this pear here, let's say I don't really find a space for my pear in my artwork, I can just hit backspace and boom, my pear goes away. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so I'm just going to kind of move these around for the sake of just getting this project moved around a little and done a little so you can see how I can kind of, move things. Let's see, what else could I show you? Let's say if we wanted some colors in here, like different shapes. I'm going to show you how to make your own shapes. If you see this line tool right here, here are different lines on here. So I could just do just a regular straight line. I could do an arrow, an elbow connector, a curve connector, or a curve line, a polyline, or a scribble. My favorite one is probably, I might use a, let's see, I might use the polyline. Let's say I kind of wanted to make some shapes around my strawberries to just kind of make sure those strawberries stand out a little better. Okay, so if I wanted to make that shape and put it behind, let's say I'm going to fill that shape and make it green, or let's make that shape, I don't know, that yellow orange. Okay, so I just made a shape. Isn't that cool? And this is the border color. I could make it transparent or I could make it a color. If I want to select that shape again, I got to go back to this tool. That's the selection tool. I can right click it. Remember, I want to send to back. Oops. And I want to do something. I want to not send it so back. Let's move this guy here and get my shape back. I'm going to order, bring forward, and hopefully now, yay, see, so you kind of just have to play with the order of things. But I've seen kids make such amazing logos and things with this this app. So it's just Google Drawings. So isn't that cool? So now I could put a shape behind if I wanted to. I could do some shapes behind that are kind of abstract, fun shapes behind all my beautiful artwork. So I'm going to stop right here, keep working on your artwork, and I'm going to have another video that's going to show you how to submit your artwork to the assignment when you're done. Good luck and have fun playing with your collage.